Today's quote of the day is from former CEO of General Electric, Jack Welch. And he said, "Control your own destiny or someone else will." I think a lot of us forget just how powerful we are and just how much control we have over our own lives. We get caught up in the things that are happening to us or in the outside world, and we just accept that as reality. Ever since we're born, from the time that we're born on, we are conditioned to believe certain things, think a certain way, and it's almost injected into our lives since birth. So that's what we accept as reality. And also, we as humans are naturally extremely good at picking out patterns and deviations in patterns. So we naturally find patterns when we're younger, and it becomes a solid part of our lives, and we just have accepted that that's what reality is. But the problem with doing that is a lot of times we're in these negative situations, and if you hold on to that and then you accept that that's what reality is, that's what your reality will become. So it's like a self fulfilling prophecy. The external is always reflected by the internal. So if your mentality is one of negativity and constantly complaining and constantly hurting and being in pain and finding something that is wrong, then that's all you will attract. That's all you will notice in the world. You will never notice any progression, any getting out of that mentality, because that's what you attract. In the same way, if you're an optimistic person, you will attract situations of optimism. You will attract situations where you notice positive things happening to you. And if you get down on yourself and you just accept the fact that your life isn't where you want to be and you probably will never get there because the world's out to get you, then you're fulfilling a prophecy that you set for yourself. You've set your own power in somebody else's hands and the world around you's hands, is because you're not confident in yourself to pursue the destiny and the life that you want. So you just accept that somebody else has control over it, and then you give up your power to them. When in reality, you have all the power. You have all the power to control what happens in your life, to think what you want to think, and to have your mindset and your just mental state be where you want it to be. When you think negatively and you always complain about things, you always think something bad is going to happen, you always think the world's out to get you, that is what your reality becomes. You've accepted that reality, so that is what happens to you. That's what it is. Whatever you decide you are, whatever you put energy towards and your attention towards, that's what you will become. That's what the world will make of you. So if you don't take power into your own hands, the world will make you whatever it sees. And if it sees you being a victim and it sees you just complaining all the time and you're always in the valley, you're never in the peak, if it always sees that, that's what you will become. That's the role that you play in the world. Just like that, on the opposite end, the opposite side of the coin is, if you're an optimistic person, the world will give you situations of optimism. The world will give you things that happen to you as positive. The world will give you positive people in your life. Things will flow a lot easier because that's what your reality is. You have made your reality one of optimism instead of pessimism. And obviously, if you have clinical depression or something like that, it's going to be a little different for you, because that's not necessarily something that you can control. That's something that is kind of hardwired into your brain and something that is very hard to overcome. But for a majority of people, I think their mentality and their mindset definitely affects how they are in the world and how they interact with the world. And if you give your power up to the world, if you give your control up to the world and think everybody's out to get you, and you just fall into that victim mode, that victim mentality, then that's what the world will make of you. It will make you a victim. In the same way, if you make yourself out to be, if you feel like you're going to be successful in whatever you choose to do, and if you really embody that mindset, if you change your life in alignment with that, then it will happen. You will be successful. It may not be the way that you thought it would be, but it will happen, because it's that constant circulation of energy, or that circulation of where you put your attention. And if you put your attention nowhere or in the negative things, then that's what you'll get back. So despite how hard it is, just remember, try to be optimistic. Try to really put faith in yourself, believe in yourself, and achieve the things you want to achieve. Because nobody's stopping you but yourself. The world isn't stopping. Nobody's the main character. So just don't let things around you get you down. Don't let the external become your internal. Let your internal paint the picture for the external and make it a picture that you actually want to see. You only have this life, so it doesn't make any sense to give up the power that you have in your life so somebody else can write your story for you. You have the power to take control. You have the power to do the things that you want to do, but the only limiter is yourself. We are our own worst enemy, in the sense that we create these barriers and these walls for ourselves, and we tell ourselves that we can't cross them for whatever reason, whether it's something happened on the external or somebody said this to us. So we set up these walls and think we can't cross them, but really they're just imaginary lines. If we step over the lines, we will realize that we do have the power, and we can have the confidence to actually do what we want to do. And that's a big problem, is we set up these patterns and ways of living and rituals and just routines that don't serve us, and we just do them because we've always done them, when in reality we should do things because we want to. We should do things that better ourselves and that are in alignment with us, instead of just doing things out of habit or doing things because that's how we've always done them. And when you do that, you're giving up your power to old stories, because you're not claiming what is yours in the sense of it being your life. You're not doing the things that you want to do. You're doing the things that you've always done in the past, specifically because you've always done them.